What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to the channel. Of course, with the new maps, there is also some new golden pet unlocks at Wave 100 Survival. So we are here on the Forsaken Temple Massacre Hardcore Rifted Survival, and we are going to knock out the Wave 100 boss. Now, a few things to remember in this map. First off, you're doing it for the golden pet. You're not grinding through this for loot at all. It is a grind, as the waves take a long time to do. I do suggest everyone do it in multiple sittings, just to keep from pulling your hair out. I personally did it to wave 66 the first time, then came back and did like another 20 waves and then another 20 waves. The waves themselves are not terrible, and just kind of a variation of that harpoon build for mixed mode is doing really, really well. So I've got 4 harpoons, a gas trap, a root, a spider, and a siren on each core. Of course, we're using the siren bubble. We are using the overdrive rune. And just to give everybody a look at my harpoons here, this is in Lycan King bonus wave gear, so 12k power. I could actually use a little bit more rate, I think, but 12.5k power, 7500 rate is what we're doing. And like I said, the waves run pretty darn smooth. Now, in addition to that, I don't have a dedicated DPS hero. I'm just DPSing the boss here on my Huntress, using a kind of a crappy Dragoon even. 0.4 attack rate on the Dragoon. However, it is a Dragoon, which is the weapon you're going to want. I'm using the Ethereum Marksman set, a Propeller Cat, and the Focus Fire rune. So that is where you are going to want to go. Now, as I mentioned, there's no reason for you to play this with hardcore on, so if you're doing fine but you're losing like on the boss wave, just turn hardcore off, get yourself your golden pet unlock, and don't sweat it at all. In addition to that, on the final wave, Wave 100, you don't actually have to defeat the boss. All you have to do is complete the wave. The golden pet transmogs come for completing Wave 100. As far as the game is concerned, the boss doesn't spawn until after Wave 100 is complete. So let's go ahead and let it fly and see how we do here. The big challenge for me as far as the bosses on this one is just without a doubt the Dark Elf Warriors. If you get zerged by a Dark Elf Warrior, there they are right there, you're just one-tapped and done. So Dark Elf Warriors for the loss. Sadly, that happened pretty darn early on this one, so we're just going to have to take the scenic view here until we get respawned on the boss. So Dark Elf Warriors are just extremely irritating. It's without a doubt the biggest nuisance mob in the game. Chromatic loves them though, and we'll continue to have them spawn in force. So let's go ahead and just let this one run. It's going to take a few minutes since I died so damn early. But let's just jump right on to the end and to the boss fight. Alright, so we are just about there. Now, I think for the boss wave, I'm actually going to fight over on one of the side lanes. Just for that exact reason. The Dark Elf Warriors are just going to come and one-tap me. Fighting the boss over here where I normally do means that there's nothing shooting at the Dark Elf Warriors while they're jumping up and down on my head. So, if I come over this way, then we'll at least maybe have a harpoon in range. We're going to have to see how it goes. I think I'm just going to get owned. We'll find out. Now, we know that the first wave, the boss is going to spawn right there, so I can safely stand out here. If depending on what platform the boss comes to for the second rotation, we're going to want to make sure we step back a little bit. But here we go. Boss cometh, and let's see what we can do here. Big health. 53 billion health in single player, so it's going to take you a minute to run it. Now, remember that the boss going down is timed based off of their health. So, of course, you can burn the boss in a sufficient amount of time. However, you are going to have to spend a little bit more time each cycle compared to mixed mode. So, in fact, I think I'm going to just shoot the Temple Guardians from over here and not worry about running around and getting them all. Because the harpoons are going to target them as well. So if I just give a little assistance, pretty much I'm terrified of Dark Elf Warriors. They are, like I said, they are the biggest nuisance enemy in the game, in my opinion. So, yeah, rough stuff. So just kind of waiting for these guys to die. They got to get down into harpoon range, of course, before the poons are going to get them. And there we go. And the boss is over on the far platform. So we are in good shape there. And we should just be able to DPS them down here to get to the next cycle, the next wave here. Ooh, a little sketchy on that one. These projectiles could potentially one-tap you as well, depending on what hero you're playing on and how tanky you are. Alright, we got another cycle down. I'm going to just constantly keep an eye out for these Dark Elf Warriors. That is the one thing that would ruin the day. There's just no doubt. Get as many shots into these Guardians as I can, but pretty much relying on the poons to get the job done. A lot of people are saying that when their defenses start shooting the Temple Guardians, they're having troubles with the waves holding up. And I think that's one of the areas where the poons really shine, is they're going to pierce enemies, of course, which means they're also going to pierce Temple Guardians, which means they'll pierce other enemies and hit the Temple Guardians. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh. Watch the melee attack now. And the ranged attacks. He's close. Alright, we got through the last cycle. He is a thick boy. A thick boy, that is for sure. So yeah, anyway, like I was saying, the harpoons are going to allow you to... they're going to pierce the Temple Guardians, or they're going to pierce other enemies and hit the Temple Guardians. So I think it eliminates some of that problem of losing tower focus to these guys when they come rolling out. So the harpoons do really, really well, though. It's definitely a superstar defense, no doubt about it. And then the golden pet unlock, in my opinion, it's one of the better golden pets in the game. It's visually pleasing, for certain. Ooh. Oh, man. Oh, no! I think we got him. There we go. Alright, and we got the wave 100 kill. Now, of course, you made it this far, so... you might as well just get the Wave 101 unlock, especially being the waves themselves are pretty smooth sailing for the most part. But that will get you that golden Zephyr pet unlock. This is what it looks like. Definitely a sharp looking pet. Like I said, I think as far as the golden pets go, I think it's one of the better looking ones in the game. But anyway, that will do it for now. Wave 100 boss down. It's very doable, y'all. I know there was a bug at the beginning, and a lot of people were able to go in and get to Wave 100 without killing the bosses. The bosses are there now on PC, will be there on console soon, and they're quite doable. It's more about holding the waves. If you can hold the waves, then you certainly will be able to kill the boss. But that will do it for now. Thanks an absolute ton for watching, and I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.